If he were to sit out this season, he would have to forfeit his base salary, which is, I think, is about $10.5 million, if I remember correctly. Plus, the Houston Texans would be able to make a case to not only not pay him his salary, but to get some of their signing bonus money back. Deshaun Watson is not trying to lose money. Football players are not trying to lose money when it comes to that. If this were the NBA, where contracts are guaranteed and there's an exorbitant amount of dollars that have been made and are to be made moving forward, usually they're in a much more posh position, and I think that it would be easier for them to make such a move, and even they wouldn't do it. A football player, I don't see that happening. I think it's one of those situations where he clearly does not want to be in Houston. He clearly is going to be a disruptive force, make no mistake about it. And I don't mean disruptive like, truculent or belligerent and you just acting up and all of that other stuff. I'm just saying that it's not going to be pleasant to be around him if you're the Houston Texans organization. I definitely think it could be something along those lines. But him going as far as to hold out, Dan, where he refuses to show up to work, although he's under contract to do just that, I don't see him going that far. I see him doing what he's done, publicizing with his dismay how badly he wants out and making it clear to all parties concerned he wants nothing to do with this organization any longer. But for somebody of his character to sit up there and say, I'm going to leave my teammates hanging and not show up for work at all, even though they've refused to trade me, I'm just going to bail like that. Even though I wouldn't view it that way, I don't see Deshaun Watson going that far. I think that's too much for somebody of his ilk to try and do. I don't think he's made of that cloth.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Watson's going to play this season. It's just not going to be in Houston. I think there's a greater chance that he doesn't play at all than he does play with the Houston Texans. I just think that at some point this situation resolves it. And so he'll never play another snap for Houston. A couple reasons why. First of all, if you look at the draft this year and you're looking at Houston's options, there's two teams in the NFL draft this season that have multiple first-round picks, the Jets and the Miami Dolphins. There's only one team going into next year's draft that has multiple first-round picks, and that's the Jets. So the Jets have multiple this year, but also the second pick. So you're looking at two teams that are both in the same conference, that you now as Houston have to sit back and be realistic and go, okay, he's not going to play for us. So now our job is to maximize what we can get out of him. We didn't get the championship out of him. Now we need to refurbish our football team or resupplant the talent on our football team. Two teams within our conference, both Miami and the Jets, have two first-round picks this year. They also play in the same division, right? So you can, Mike Tannenbaum had this point before, you can pit them against each other. And which one not only wants to get Deshaun Watson, but wants to keep Deshaun Watson from going to a division rival. That's the way that Houston has to look at this. And at some point being realistic and going, okay, we know he doesn't want to play for us. How can we get even more than maybe people think because of those teams, two teams going against each other? The second point would be this. Just imagine going to a new job and both of you, both Nick Caserio and Coach Cully, first opportunity in these roles. And the first thing that you're going to do is play hardball with the face of the franchise. The first thing that you want to be known for in this huge opportunity is to play hardball. And I understand the alternative is to get rid of him, but he's the one asking for the out. You're not getting rid of him. You're just doing the only thing that you have as an option. And the last point would be this. If they choose to play hardball, they're alienating everybody in that football organization. I mean, they're going to alienate all those players. I understand that multiple guys want to leave. You're going to have every guy wanting to leave. You're not going to have coaches wanting to go there and deal with this stuff. And I promise you, your chance of signing free agents in the future is as small as it can be. So I think that the reality is, while Deshaun is going to play very calculated in this, he'll play football this season. It just won't be in Houston.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.